Made some progress. Same old character. A bit further in. Probably should have mentioned a few things in the last leveling video, but I guess I'll do so here. Well, one, it doesn't take long to level up in this game. It does get gradually longer the further you go, but it doesn't slow down until like floor 7. And another thing I didn't mention was having good defense as a mage especially makes it so your heals are not wasted as much. Because if you have no defense, you'll get hit hard, and you'll probably want to heal, and you'll heal most of the damage you took, but you'll be taking, if you heal, you don't do damage. Essentially, is what I'm saying. Unless you use Mystic Strike, but those are limited anyway. But yeah, back again. Made some progress, got some better gear. Another thing I forgot to mention was Dungeon Keepers, the big bosses at the end of dungeons. Do those. Even if you don't win, just try them out anyway, because if you lose, it's kind of whatever. Like, they're common enough. But if you win, you get some good gear and a lot of experience. And definitely use those summoning stones. They drop frequently enough to where you're never going to run out. And if you do, they're dirt cheap, I believe. Like, yeah, 25. Okay, that's not dirt cheap per se, but you get quite a lot of them. But yeah, made some progress, some easy things. Uh, Having that second heal, life surge, as while leveling up, definitely helps out quite a lot. And yeah, it's going rather well. As you can see, don't need a whole lot of damage to actually kill things. I will admit, floor 5 I did say was a little easier than floor 4. When you first get to it, it's a little it's quite a bit more difficult, but once you get to like halfway through it, then it starts to ease out a bit. Yeah. Um. Also, I did say doing a player made dungeons while leveling up. I did that before everything got nerfed. So unless you're a full strength warrior, doing player made dungeons or beating them on a consistent basis, not that good, but um you still do them because it's still extra experience and extra gear, extra materials. There's no expect to actually beat them all the way. They are kind of balanced to be the max level of that floor. So, for example, floor 5 caps out at 50. So if you're trying to do a player-made dungeon at level like 42, a floor 5 player-made dungeon, it may seem way harder, but I believe the enemies are actually level 50. Oh yeah, these are my other two characters. Made some player-made dungeons for materials. Something I should have started sooner, to be honest. But yeah, you go through here. Yeah, I mean, okay, the alchemist is a very dangerous enemy because it can explode things, and it doesn't matter how much defense you have. Yeah, that hurts regardless. That hurts level capped players in builds. Uh, that's a lot. But for mage specifically, you can, or you should be bursting as much as you can. Of course, not reliable because enemies counter a lot. But if it's something that they counter with a lot, like like a fire lizard would most likely counter with fire, then you can kind of predict that. Steam dwarves counter with water and fire, for example, most of the time. Uh, the trees use air for some reason. It's kind of weird, but whatever. And yeah, not too shabby. Going through here, Pull Master, easy boss. But yeah, don't expect to be consistent with the clears anyway, because you can get really unlucky and you can just die. Yeah, smooth leveling, just as I remembered. Not as straightforward because of all the changes. But yeah, also this hat for mages, really good. Use it all the way until you get to floor 8 for a better hat. But physical defense and magic, that's all you need as a mage. You used to need some good heal power, but uh, a lot of the passives get changed to flat stats, so that 85 heal power from heal please can cover you the entire way. But yeah, that's just a water set. Probably shouldn't be using it too much because steam dwarves are resistant to water. Some of them are anyway. But I'm mostly doing the first dungeon, which the werewolves in the first dungeon, they are weak to water. The were-rat people are weak to earth. But they are kind of glass cannons. Like they don't die, or they actually die pretty quickly. You can kill them down pretty fast. They just resist air. How do they go? What else? Uh, yeah, the werewolves here, they weak to water. They hurt because these guys are durable. Oh, they're durable and they hit hard. But yeah, it's going well. I do a couple of these. Okay, that's a really hard dungeon there. That's a very hard dungeon. I can tell what these people are. Well, why not? You should do these. They give experience, even if you can't finish them. And you see how little this guy is hitting on me. This is a sort of a DPS enemy, and having that much defense really helps out. If I were a glass cannon, I would have probably done like 4 hits, and it took like 3 turns to kill that guy. Of course, the argument would be that you would kill him quicker, but not guaranteed because they could just dodge. Also, I forgot to spec in Life Surge. Oh well, that's okay. And yeah, Wind Wall, giving these, even though it's only a +1, which is like the 1 tick buff. At the end game, they don't really do too much in terms of damage reduction, but in the early game, they make quite a difference because I'm pretty sure it's a flat number. So having a decent amount, especially like on guard, that's why warrior's so effortless these days. It's always been effortless, but especially now leveling up a warrior, on guard would make you like practically unkillable by physical means in the early game. I mean, you can still die. Okay, that was unlucky bite. Or that was an unlucky bite there. Might not make it through here, because I know the last boss, yeah, the cannon, he hits hard. And he is durable. I could get lucky and evade, or it might buff. Oh, okay, I did get lucky and evade. Fair enough. Might not make it through here. Yeah, if I spec into Life Surge, I probably would have got him. But it's fine. It's fine. Because, hey, it's experience. and it's more materials. Yeah, I gotta put Life Surge on there. But yeah, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Try one of my other characters' player-made dungeons for farming. I mean, I'm probably gonna need these materials anyway. I forgot what these were for, but it was a specific food item that I really wanted, and I'm drawing a blank as to what that was. But I know it involved farming these mid-game enemies, and the timers are not too kind when you're trying to farm like ten of a material, and not a lot of player made dungeons for these like level or floor 4 to 6. Hardly anyone makes dungeons for those. Even floor 7, it's either like floor 1, 2, or 3 because of all the new people, and then floor 8 because that's where everyone, like, that's where the dungeons stop. Um, in terms of player made dungeons, that's where they stop. Oh, okay. Yeah, not too bad. Too bad. Have initiative there. It's rare that you have initiative, but Steam Skull is a mage, just like me. So we both have like the really low agility, essentially. Not bad. Yeah, all this extra healing that mage has, pretty safe. I would say that warrior, you won't. I mean, you would get hit this hard because a Steam Skull is magic damage, but wow, that hurt a lot. Um, a warrior has a lot of health, so that kind of counteracts the low magic defense a bit. Okay, I might die here if he crits me. No, almost. Yeah, I need to just heal up, really. But yeah. And rogue. I mean, rogue is really hard to level up, but um, well, I say hard. It doesn't last as long, but you got agility to go first sometimes, and you have lifesteal skills, which they help out. Um, Especially if you find an enemy that has really low physical defense. But uh, yeah, it's not reliable as just having a lot of defense or having a lot of heals. That was a close call. I was just spamming skills at it. I didn't counter like I should have, but that's fine. Yeah, yeah, it's going all right. It gets a little more difficult, but I know floor 6 kind of goes up a bit more because I mean, I guess in floor 5 enemies start healing and life stealing you and whatnot. Floor 6 is where they do it all the time. I would say, at least most of the time. And if they're not healing themselves, they're debuffing you a lot. I guess that's floor 5 as well, but floor 6 is just more noticeable, I guess. Floor 7 is when the game truly starts. That's when you can't make mistakes. But funnily enough, floor 8 is laid back, chill, easy for the most part, because by then you have a bunch of skills and your gear's really good. But yeah, just chilling here. Just laid back, like the best part of the game, really. I know Grand Dungeon is up there, but I mean that place can be annoying sometimes. I guess this place can be annoying sometimes too, with all the enemies countering so much. But it's all right. It's all right. You get by. Uh, Whereat Shaman, that's a mage, so I'm not gonna hit that hard against it, I guess. The Whereats in general kind of resist magic a bit, I've noticed. Funnily enough, though, they're only really on floor 5. I don't think they're on floor 6, if I'm not mistaken. And they're not on floor 4, if I'm not mistaken either. I can't think of one anyway. I know there's a boss. A Were-Rat, a Dungeon Keeper boss on floor 6. But, yeah, let's see if I can get to 50. And, probably die a lot because, every new floor, when you get to it, hurts no matter what. It's a bit painful. Especially if you don't know what enemies are going to be doing. But, I mean, I do, but even then, they can still hurt you real bad. Or if they can't hurt you, they'll just make it so they don't die within a reasonable amount of time, and you die from getting deflected like 100 times. Ugh. Apologies for the pauses, and apology for the rambling. Once again, I do this for fun. I just woke up, and my head is still spinning, but that's fine. Regardless of your state of being, you just, the world still goes on. Why shouldn't you, right? I'm not going with the world, though. Admittedly. Hey, middle one. I still don't know what the middle one does for damage. It seems to hit mages and warriors about the same amount. I guess because of its name, it's like half physical, half magic. Could be. Could be. It would not surprise me. I should be using concentration because that's a +1 magic buff. But I'd rather not get hit. Especially against the Were-Rat Scout. Those, they're rogues, they hurt. Probably should have used Wind Wall, but it's okay. I use the same burst, the burst combo on every enemy, why not? Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. Every floor you unlock a armor memory chance, which you should at least try to do. I know I know armor memory is pretty difficult. Not everyone can do them, including me. I can't really do them too well either. Oh, okay, that might kill me there. But yeah, give them a try. You might get one here and there, and it is free gear pretty much. You don't have to pay for it. It's just gear that you don't have. Of course, you can't get anything that's from Dungeon Keeper bosses or things that are from the event chests, but it's good enough. Get a whole bunch of that. This is going to be a full heal bard. Not a whole lot of defense when going down the bard tree, so in theory, I could put a lot of my points into what's it called? Endurance. I don't know why I expected in that way. I could have just done 3 and 3, but I just woke up, okay? Oh man. Alright, well, yeah, if you don't have if you don't have any equipment from that floor, the armor will give you a free piece, but this is a Dungeon Keeper piece of gear, so I don't think you'll give me one for free. Also, I don't feel like doing armor memory right now. Something I don't want to do. Oh, I forgot this floor you get the ticking staff. That's a good mage weapon. Yeah, I'll use Earth. Okay, Priest. That's one of the enemies I was talking about healing themselves constantly. That's one of them. Luckily, you missed. Oh, but it's a mage though. It's got a lot of magic defense, but I deflected. Getting deflects at this level with this low of defenses kind of weird because it's all based on your flat amount of defense or magic defense. And I only got like 200 magic defense, which I guess is still 20% chance to deflect, but that's just weird. Deflecting like that. Zorn, I think that guy just is a tank. He resists everything. The bomber is a rogue, an assassin in particular, but doesn't crit like one, or doesn't have the crit rate of an assassin. Kind of, unless his crit rate got nerfed with the rogues. At the same time, that would be kind of funny if that actually happened. But I've just noticed that guy doesn't. He's got assassin moves, but he doesn't crit like one. Steindorf Priest, not too shabby. That hurt though. Why you hurt so much, sir? Yeah, that was with Windwall. I mean, it was a crit. It's okay. I can heal that hard just as much. Oh, but so can he. Yeah, you make sure you don't fall into the trap of just healing yourself repeatedly, because you do have to eventually kill your target. Assuming that the target can die. Unfortunate. Oh well. Yeah, that happens. If I were a warrior, I can just debuff its heal power and just kill it. But then again, if you're a physical path, you can just kill it because it's a mage. It's got no physical defense there. But oh well. It's fine. I mean, again, you're not guaranteed victory. Ever in this game. Unless you're really over leveled. You're not guaranteed anything really. Oh, okay. That was weird. Something happening outside. It's always outside. The weirdos. Okay, it might attack. I mean, it could buff again. The AI isn't all too smart sometimes. Sometimes the enemy will just buff like 3 times in a row. And you'll just kill it. But that randomness does come back to bite you sometimes, because sometimes an enemy will do everything correctly to the point where you cannot counter it. It happens. It happens. It's an old school game. Nothing guaranteed, as I said. We're just rambling now. It's not good. Or is it? I don't know. Do people watch these? I doubt it. I probably shouldn't think about it too much. Just get these skills through. Ard, the inventive. My friend, you have what I need for the best mid-game mage staff in the game. Just don't kill me, please. Even though you're a mage, you hit hard. You hit really hard. Ow. Okay, luckily I have initiative. I don't think I'll kill it with just the magic ball. It's weak to earth, I'm pretty sure. Gonna play it safe. Okay, that didn't heal enough. Luckily it buffed though, it's fine. Alright, well I have no more healing, so I have to do this. Oh, okay. It was a roller coaster of emotions, so that wasn't enough to kill it. It's shielded though, but I dodged, and that's fine. I hope they didn't pick up. I kind of dropped something to the side. It's fine. I want a blaster, yeah, and oh, I don't have enough for it. Oh, but that's the next piece of defensive gear, or chest piece, because yeah, the Huber Crab armor, gets upgraded to this thing, which is 30 defense and magic defense. Not too shabby. I guess the Genius hat is also pretty good, but it's not as good as the high barrel. I guess it's about the same as a high barrel, but intelligent essence or intellect essence, not easy to come by. Uh, oh god, apologies. But yeah. I guess I'll call it there. It's just some leveling, laid back, easy. Well, I say easy. It's a little stressful if you if you pay attention, but uh, when you realize that it doesn't really matter too much. Like you're not guaranteed is right. Like as I've said 100 times, you're not guaranteed victory. So it's like, okay, well, if I die, that's fine. I'll just come back and do it again. Still got experience, still got materials. I mean, bosses do give more experience at the end of runs, but it's okay. It's all right. I need some coffee and a lay down before the dizziness turns into a headache. So I'll 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 see you around.